Let's go Falcons! Exciting times are ahead for the Falcons. Things are heating up behind the scenes, and you won't want to miss a moment. So, before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button to stay updated on all the latest news and rumors. We have a lot to discuss today, and trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end because this is a big deal. Here's the scoop. The Falcons have a new name to keep an eye on in free agency. Two-time Pro Bowl defensive lineman Jonathan Allen. That's right. Allen, who has spent his entire career with the Washington Commanders, has been released and is now available. This is the kind of player who could really shake things up for Atlanta's defensive line. ESPN's Adam Schefter broke the news that Washington is moving on from Allen. While it might surprise some fans, it makes sense financially. He was set to have a hefty $22 million salary cap hit in 2025, and the Commanders decided to free up some space, saving over $16 million by letting him go. Now, here's where it gets exciting for the Falcons. If they can sign him to a more affordable deal, it could be a game changer. I know some of you might be thinking, but he's not an edge rusher, and that's what we really need. You're right, but hear me out. Allen is an outstanding interior pass rusher. Pairing him with Grady Jarrett, or even considering him as a replacement, could be just what this defense needs to step up its game. Let's look at the numbers. Last season, Allen missed some time due to a partial pectoral tear. But when he was on the field, he still made an impact. In just 8 games, he recorded 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 7 quarterback hits. If we look back to 2023, when he was fully healthy, he had 5.5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, and 19 QB hits. That's the kind of production Atlanta could really use right now. And we can't forget about his impressive 2021 and 2022 seasons. Those were his Pro Bowl years, where he had at least 7.5 sacks and was a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. He's a powerhouse, and even though he just turned 30, he still has plenty left to give. The big question is whether the Falcons can afford him. Right now, the team is facing a bit of a salary cap crunch, and they still need to find an edge rusher. If they go after a big-name edge rusher in free agency, it might be tough to also land Allen. But if Atlanta decides to draft an edge rusher with the 15th overall pick, bringing in Allen to strengthen the interior pass rush could make a lot of sense. Speaking of the draft, Falcons GM Terry Fontenot is already excited about this year's defensive class. He's made it clear that Atlanta is focused on adding impactful players on defense, and this draft is packed with talent, especially in the pass rushing department. Head coach Raheem Morris has emphasized how crucial the pass rush is for winning games, even pointing to the Super Bowl as proof. Watching the best teams dominate up front only reinforces what the Falcons need to do this offseason: get after the quarterback. But here's the challenge. Atlanta only has 5 draft picks, and the salary cap situation is tight. This means Fontenot and the front office need to be smart about their approach to free agency. Should they prioritize signing a veteran like Allen, or focus on bringing in a younger pass rusher through the draft? And let's not forget, the Falcons have struggled with sacks for what feels like forever. It's time for a change. So, what do you think? Should the Falcons go all in on Jonathan Allen and team him up with Grady Jarrett? Should they focus on drafting a pass rusher instead? Or do you believe they should do whatever it takes to land a top-tier edge rusher in free agency? Let's hear your thoughts. What do you think about the Falcons' latest moves? The Atlanta Falcons have officially kicked off their offseason by securing a key player for their special teams. Long snapper Liam McCullough has signed a 4-year contract extension, ensuring that he'll be with the team for the foreseeable future. This move keeps the special teams unit strong alongside kicker Younghoe Koo and punter Bradley Pinion. But what does this mean for the team moving forward? McCullough, who joined the Falcons as an undrafted free agent from Ohio State in 2020, has been a reliable presence on special teams since 2022. He has played in all 51 games over the past 3 seasons, logging more than 400 special teams snaps. That kind of consistency is hard to find in the NFL, and it's clear the Falcons appreciate what he brings to the team. While the financial details of the deal haven't been shared, this 4-year extension shows the team's commitment to keeping its special teams core intact. Falcons special teams coordinator Marquise Williams highlighted the importance of having a strong unit, saying that the chemistry between McCullough, Koo, and Pinion is a rare asset in the league. They all understand each other, they know how to operate, and they know how crucial their roles are to one another's success, Williams explained. With this extension, it's evident that the Falcons want to maintain that stability, especially as they head into a critical offseason. But special teams isn't the only area where the Falcons are making headlines. Just when it seemed like Atlanta might miss out on a top edge rusher after Max Crosby's big contract extension with the Raiders, another big name has hit the trade market: Trey Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right, Falcons fans. The Bengals have given Hendrickson the green light to seek a trade, and this could be just what Atlanta's defense needs. The Falcons finished 2024 ranked 31st in the league in sacks, a glaring weakness that needs immediate attention. While many expect Atlanta to target an edge rusher in the first round of the draft, adding a proven veteran like Hendrickson could be a game changer. Over the past 4 seasons, Hendrickson has quietly become one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league. In 2024, he tied his career high with 17.5 sacks, leading the NFL. In the last 2 seasons alone, he's recorded 35 sacks, more than stars like T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler, a first-team All-Pro selection in 2024, and even finished second in the AP Defensive Player of the Year voting last season. Simply put, he's a force to be reckoned with. The big question now is whether the Falcons can realistically make a move for him. Hendrickson is set to earn $16 million in 2025, and with Atlanta's current salary cap situation, pulling off a trade won't be easy. But it's not impossible. The Falcons could look into structuring a new deal that lowers his cap hit for this season, or offer 2026 draft picks in a potential trade package. While other teams will surely be interested in Hendrickson, the Falcons need to do their homework. He's the type of player who could instantly transform the defense, giving them the pass-rushing threat they've been missing for years. Imagine pairing him with a top draft pick at number 15. Suddenly, this defense looks a lot more dangerous. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Was locking in McCullough the right move to keep special teams stable? And should the Falcons go all in to try and land Trey Hendrickson? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest Falcons news. Go Falcons!